We'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Good morning, everyone. As we are doing the Tattva Bodha, one of you please go off mute and repeat the invocation shloka for Tattva Bodha with me. Vasudevendra Yogindram
Vasudevendra-yogindram
Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Natva Gnanapradam Gurum
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Mumukshunam Hitardhaya
Tattva Bodho Bhidhiyate.
Tattva Bodho Vidiyate.
As we are studying Tattva Bodha, the essential topic is what is Tattva Viveka. Now, so the Guru, meaning the scriptures, okay, in Advaita Vedanta, whatever the Guru says, none of this is original matter. Okay, everything goes back to our scriptures and our Upanishads and our Vedanta. So, when the teacher is asked, what is Tattva Viveka? The teacher replied, Atma Satyam Tat Anyat Sarvam Mithya Iti. Atma alone is truth, everything else is Mithya. Then the question came, Atma Kaha, what is Atma? Then the answer was, Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira Vyatariktvat. Other than Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira. That we have seen. Panchakoshatita San. Other than Panchakoshas. We just covered those in last couple of sessions. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Annamaya Kosha. It is other than Atitaha, Panchakosha Atitaha San. Avasthatraya Sakshi. Avasthatraya, there are three avasthas: Jagrat, Swapna, and Sushupti. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. Avastha. These are the three avasthas. Sakshi, witness of these three. Okay. Then it is, but what exactly it is? That is Sat Chit Ananda Swaroopa San. Okay, it is Sat, it is Chit, it is Ananda Swaroopa. Okay, Yat Tishtari, whatever is there, that is Atma. That is what the definition was. Now then, what is Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira? We have seen all of those. Then here we are coming to a point where after understanding what it is not, what it is a witness of, everything, right? Now we are coming to the actual definition of what this Satchit Ananda Swarupa is. Before that, again, the purpose of this whole thing is the teacher, what does teacher want us to do is understand that I am different from everything and anything else all around me. Okay, this is not me, this is not me, this is not me, right? So here we come across a beautiful passage. It's a long passage, okay? Because it is, again, remember, Tattva Bodha is written in prose format, not poetry format. So this is a long passage. We will read that passage and then we'll try to understand that passage. So does someone wants to go off mute and repeat after me, please? Nobody wants to?
I didn't want to go every time. I want to give other chance. So you can call out names probably.
See, the thing is that like I don't know to call out, so, so whoever wants to, okay.
No, I just want to know which shloka are we on, because I missed 1 or 2 sessions and I don't know what's happening here. I am not able to see my audio and my video.
Okay, so
So where do we need to do it from?
Okay, so you see that I don't know which version of the text you have. So Pawan,
I have this one.
Okay, Pawan, can you tell the page number?
Actually, I use online version.
Online.
All
I use an
right.
online. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I use. That's why I see on my right screen always. Yeah.
okay.
Right.
You went off mute. You want to say something?
We have finished with the various sheets, no?
Yes, all five
Yeah,
sheets.
all right. Then I'll go to the next one, nature of the self.
Yeah, what does it say? The nature of the self?
It says, what is the nature of the self?
Mhm.
Atma tahir ka sachidananda swarupaha.
Mhm.
I think
Have you
the
finished
one.
that?
I think the one
One about that.
one before that. Yeah.
One before that, all right.
Madhyam Shariram.
That is a beyond 5 sheets, that big long thing.
Yes. So please repeat after me. Madhyam Shariram.
Madhyam
Madhyam
shariram,
Shariram,
Madhyaha Pranaha.
madhya
Madhyaha
pranaha,
Pranaha,
Madhyam
madhyam
Mancha.
manascha,
Madhya
madhya
Buddhihi.
Buddhihi,
buddhihi,
Madhyam
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 Ajnanam iti
ajnanamiti
Iti,
Snenaiva
svenaiva
Snenaiva
Jayate
jayate
Jayate,
Tat Yatha
Tat
tat
Yatha,
yatha
Madhiyatvena
madhyatvena
Madhyatvena
Jnatam
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 Kataka
kataka
Kundala
kundala
Gruhadikam
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 Swasmad
Swasmat
swasmad
Bhinnam
bhinnam
Tatha
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 Pancha
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 Koshadikam
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 Swasmat
swasmad
Swasmat
Bhinnam
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 Madhiyatvena
madhyatvena
Madhyatvena
Jnata
jnata
sorry. Jnatam Atma
jnatam atma
Jnatamatma
Na
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 Bhavati.
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 Okay, so here, this is a long sentence, right? So before we go into this, let us understand what it is, right? Let us take a few scenarios, okay? It's easy to understand in a model scenario. Now, let us say I'm driving in a car, okay? When I'm driving in a car, someone hit, okay? It's a fender bender, meaning like a very minor, what you call like bumper to bumper, a little bit thing. What do I say? I got hit. Yeah. Okay. So keep this idea. Okay. 1. Situation 2. I'm wearing this nice white shirt. Okay. Well, if I ask, my wife may say it is not really nice, it is not well ironed, etc. That's a different story. But I'm wearing this white shirt and some turmeric or haldi sprayed, okay, accidentally on this shirt. What will I say? Oh, someone sprayed haldi on me, or someone sprayed turmeric on me. Now, for whatever reason, a finger, let us say, a finger is amputated and removed. What will I say? I got cut. Okay, 3 scenarios. Let us look at these 3 scenarios first, and then we'll come into a little bit lower. Okay, now we'll stop here. In the first scenario, what got hit? Car got hit.
Car.
When car got hit, what did I say? I got hit. Okay, so what happened there in that scenario, in that situation is, when my car got hit, I superimposed myself on my car. I is superimposed on my. And I said, I got hit, when in reality, my car got hit. Okay? Because car is a little farther away from me. Shirt is little closer to me than my car. When my shirt got sprayed on with haldi or whatever, what did I say? I got sprayed. Again, I has been superimposed on my shirt. Now we are getting closer. When a finger has been amputated and removed, I am saying that I got cut. What is wrong with that? Yes, is it that I got cut? To understand this, it is my finger got cut, but not necessarily I. Not really I. How is that possible? Think about this. 2 days later, after the amputation, the doctor or whoever brings the finger and shows. What would be my initial reaction? Oh, that is I, that is me. Am I going to say like that? Or I'll say, ooh, yeah, throw that away. Don't show it to me. What would be my reaction? Of course, I cut my nails already, but my nails, which I think is part of my body, the moment I cut my nails, a simpler example, I don't even want to touch those nails. Okay? If I touch, I throw it in the trash and I wash my hands. Until then, it was right with me, as part of me, as part of this body. But the moment it is separated from this body, I threw it. So what happened? Again, I is superimposed on my body. Okay. So what is happening is that there are places where superimposition, the sense of I is being superimposed on what is mine. Okay. In the first example, it is my car. Second example, it is my shirt. Third example, my body.
Finger.
Now we are coming a little closer. Okay. Now think about a child. Okay. Let's say Ramu. Okay. It's a summer. He wants to play outside, go outside and play with his friends. Now, obviously, he needs his mom's permission to go out. And his friend called. Today, everyone has got cell phones. So his friend called and said, hey, Ramu, come on out. Let's go to play. Then Ramu slowly came out of his room and looked at his mom. His mom is like very happily yakking on the phone and she's cooking. Okay. Now, as a 7-year-old child, he's very perceptive. So what did he say? Okay, yes, my mom is happy. She's going to give me permission. Let me go change my clothes and quickly come out and take her permission and come. And then he got into play clothes from, he was probably on the bed, right? So he changed his clothes and came. And while he's coming, he heard a big noise in the kitchen. What happened? Mom, whatever cooking casserole with all the sabzi in it, she dropped because she was on the phone. And the jar broke into 100 pieces, sabzi everywhere, and she is raving mad. Okay, raving mad because all the 4 hours of stuff is wasted and she has to clean up and everything. Now, he realized that this is not the right time to go ask if he wants to go out. So he went back and told his friend, no, my mom is in a bad mood. I can't come out. Okay. So now the question is, who is Ramu's mom? Is she a happy person or an angry person? She is neither. Happiness is also an emotion that is a state of a mind, and sadness is also sadness or anger. Okay, is also a state of mind, and Ramu's mom is different from these two. In this example, what we are saying is we are different from our emotions. We are different from our mind. We are different from our thoughts. Okay, we are different from our intellect. So that means what? When I observe my mind, I can see that I am getting a nice thought. I'm getting a bad thought. I'm getting a happy thought. I'm getting a sad thought. So these kind of thoughts I can actually observe. Okay. And what I'm saying is that when my mind is happy, or when I'm having a happy thought, I am superimposing me on that. I'm saying, I am happy. If the mind is sad because of a sad thought, I am superimposing myself onto these thoughts and into this state. I'm saying, I am sad or I'm angry. But just like the initial example that we take, car got hit and I said, I got hit. That is no different from this. Mind is unhappy and I'm thinking that I am unhappy. Okay. In Karna Sharira, we have vasanas. Right? Now, these vasanas are, if you want to simplify and say it in English, probably you can say like, habits. Okay, it's not, but the vasanas are not necessarily habits. It's just an example. Okay. So what happened? My vasanas are becoming strong when I indulge more and more in them. And if I develop new vasanas because I'm indulging on a new thing, then the previous vasanas are becoming weaker and new vasanas are becoming stronger. For example, people, when they are in India, their most favorite pastime is to watch cricket. Okay, cricket is my favorite pastime. Okay, that is what I wanted to watch. I want to watch. Okay, when is this match going? When is next match, like that. Then when you come to US, it slowly changes to, not necessarily for everyone, for many people, for some people, to football, as in like a US football, not soccer. And then what happened? This vasanas about cricket are going lower, and the vasanas regarding the football or basketball or baseball, whatever the US popular games in US are there, those vasanas are rising. Okay, but these old vasanas of cricket did not go away. Okay, but there's a change in this Karna Sharira. Now what happened? Of late, maybe about like 3 or 4 years since, there's this something called like Willow TV. Because of this Willow TV, you can get to watch all the cricket matches in India, like all the IPL games, etc., all of those. Now, even in US, Now suddenly what happened? Wherever I go, whom I go, especially like I think it's in March, April time frame, right? It's okay. To whose home I go, they're all watching cricket on a daily basis. So again, what happened? New set of vasanas are coming, old set of vasanas are going. So what is happening is that the karma sharira is also changing. Okay. So what are my habits are not me. What are my vasanas are not me. Hence my karma sharira is not me. So in this series of examples, what we saw is that this body is not me. I'm superimposing myself on this body, whether it's Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, or Karna Sharira, whether it's Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, or Ahankara, whichever we take, this superimposition is going on. And now, if this shirt is not me, if this shirt is mine, this cannot be me. Simple. Okay? Whatever is mine cannot be me. When I call a child as my son, it cannot be me. It is my son. When I call a phone as my phone, it cannot be me. Even though it says iPhone, okay, it cannot be, a phone cannot be I, right? So the same concept is this Stula Sharira is mine, Sukshma Sharira is mine, Karna Sharira is mine, all these Panchakoshas are mine, all these experiences that I'm experiencing, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, are also mine, my experiences. So none of these are me. Because this is the logic that it is, this statement is saying. Now let us go into analyzing this, understanding this statement. Okay. So here, what is it? Madiyam Shariram. So you see this Madiyam many times in here. Okay. Madiyam is mine. Okay. Madiyam Shariram means my Sharira, my body. Madiyaha Pranas, my Pranas. We're talking about Pranamaya Kosha. Okay. Madiyam Manaha, my mind. Madiya Buddhihi, my intellect. Madiyaha Ajnanam. Ajnanam means ignorance. Ignorance is in Karna Sharira. Okay. Madiya Ajnanam, my Ajnanam. Iti Snena eva Jnayate. Okay. I experience all of this. Tat yatha. Okay. I know these are all mine, mine, mine. How do I know this is Madiyatvena Jnatvam? I know this just like Kataka Kundala Gruhadikam. Okay. See, back in those days, what happened? Kataka Kundala. Okay. Kataka Kundala are like bangles, etc. Okay. And bangles, earrings, etc. Gruha. Okay. Gruha means house. Okay. Swasmat bhinnam. Okay. Means what happened? Just like these bangles or earrings or houses, whatever, right? I mean, like basically like all my jewelry, all my things all around me and my house are bhinnam, are different from me. Tatha, okay, in the same way, pancha koshadikam, all the five koshas, etc. Swasmat bhinnam, they are different from me. Madiyatvena, okay, because they belong to me. Jnatam Atma Nabhavati. So understand that these are not Atma. What it is saying is, I understand this physical body, pranas, mind, intellect, ignorance, they're all not mine. Now, what belongs to me, such as my ornaments, jewelry, house, etc., what belongs to me cannot be me. In the same way, what these panchakoshas, etc., because they belong to me, they are not me. Okay. So because they are not me, they are not Atma. Okay. So this is a logic that has been said. Okay. So which means here there's a good example from Ramana Maharshi Ji. So Ramana Maharshi Ji would he's a, I mean, it is, I mean, like, I've been told by our teachers that when someone comes to visit Ramana Maharshi Ji and asks a question about anything, he would ask, who is asking this question? Bhagwan, it's me, Venkat, who is asking this question. Who are you? Me, Venkat. Yeah, I know, Venkat is your name, but who are you? Okay, nobody has asked me a question like that. Who am I? Okay, I am Venkat. You said like, okay, that's not, that is just my name, which is true. So now that I think of, I'm a child of my parents and giving my parents names. And I said, that is because you born to them. But who are you? Okay, because, based on this Tattva Bodha knowledge, I was born to them, but I'm different from them. So who am I? I'm a male, yeah, and my age is, no, that is your gender, that is your age. Who are you? Okay. Bhagwan, I'm I live in US. That is the place of where you live. Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I sell software, Swamiji. I'm a software sales guy. That is your profession, but who are you? So then what is happening is that in this questioning, what he does is that he eliminates all of these layers that we are associated and we superimpose on ourselves on different koshas. Okay. So it's like, our age, our name, our titles, our standing in the society, our relationships. We define ourselves with all of these, which none of these are us. Okay. So that basically, like, what Ramana Maharshi Ji is doing is showing this statement in practice. Okay. So with that, we will go to the next section. Okay. So, so if someone wants to go off mute, we will cover the next section. Okay. So now we are getting to the essential definition of Atma. Okay.
I can repeat.
Okay, sure. Yes. Go ahead, please. Atma
Atma
tarhi
tarhi
kaha
kaha
stat
stat
chit
chit
ananda
ananda
swarupaha.
swarupaha.
So we will also cover 3 more sentences. Okay. So here in that case, what is Atma? The answer is, it is Sat, Chit and Ananda Swarupa. Satchidananda Swarupaha. That's what it said, right? So then the question is, Sat Kim
Sat kim
Kala
kala
Traya
traya
Api
api
Tishtati
tishtati
Iti
iti
Sat.
sat.
We'll come to the meaning in a second. Okay. Chit Kim
Chit kim
Jnana
jnana
Swarupaha.
swarupaha.
Anandaha Kaha
Anandaha kaha
Sukha
sukha
Swarupaha.
swarupaha.
Okay, so here, when the question, what is Atma, that is asked, there's an answer, right? Now, whether you know Sanskritam or not, when you have gone through the previous passage, what was the thing that we have seen, like, what was the word that came again and again and again and again? Madiya. Okay, Madiyam Shariram, Madiyah Pranaha, Madiyah Manaha, Madiyah Buddhi. Madiya, Madiya, Madiyatvena, Madiyatvena, all this, like about like it came half a dozen times. Now, what's the common word that came here multiple times? It is Swarupa. Satchidananda Swarupa, Jnana Swarupa, Sukha Swarupa. Okay. So, what exactly is this Swarupa? First, let's understand. In fact, like I shared, I hope you guys don't feel that I was spamming you when I sent the audio text yesterday from Puja Swami Swarupanandaji, who is a global head of Chinmaya Mission on life management techniques. So his name is also Swarupa, Swarupa Ananda, right? So here also Swarupa has come. What exactly is Swarupa? Okay. So in Sanskritam, there are something called Guna and Swarupa. So Guna are like properties. Swarupa is also like property, or what is that? Okay, how do we differentiate between Guna and Swarupa? So if I say a big lotus is big, an adjective. Guna is like probably like an adjective, right? Okay. So is big an adjective of lotus, right? Okay. But is big a guna of lotus or Swarupa of lotus? Okay. So we say if there is a big lotus, there can be a small lotus also. So while big is adjective of lotus, big may not be the essential nature of lotus. Okay. Similarly, if I say red lotus, again, red can be adjective because there could be a white lotus also. Similarly, if I say red fire, is red adjective or essential nature of fire? It is adjective of fire simply because there can be blue fire also. Especially like if you're cooking on a gas stoves, the propane gas, you see that the flame is blue. Sometimes you see flame is also yellow also. Similar. So now, what is that fire? Nature of fire, that the essential nature of fire without which it is not fire, is heat. Okay. If you remove heat, there is no fire anymore. Okay. You cannot call it as fire anymore. Okay. So what happened is that when I say red hot fire, okay, in English, red is also adjective, hot is also adjective. Okay. Whereas in Samskrita, red becomes guna, a property, whereas hot, okay, is the essential nature. Okay. So this essential nature is what we call as Swarupa. Swa means own, Rupa means form. Own form in the sense, it's not like own form, but the idea is that it is the essential core nature. If we remove that, that thing doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So this is Swarupa. So now, why they are talking about the Swarupa? Why are you talking about Swarupa? Because Swarupa came here. Okay. Why did Swarupa come here? Because Sat, Atma is Sat, Chit, Ananda Swarupa. So that means it is Sat Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, and Ananda Swarupa. It is not like Sat is different from Chit is different from Ananda is different from Swarupa. No. Okay. It is Sat Swarupa number one. It is Chit Swarupa number one. Third is Ananda Swarupa. So, if that is the case, if I remove Sat, Can Atma exist? No. Can I remove Chit? Can Atma exist? If I remove Ananda, can Atma exist? No. No, if that is the case, can Sat and Chit and Ananda be different? If Atma is one, be very careful here, okay? Pay attention. If Atma is one and its essential nature is Sat, its essential nature is Chit, and its essential nature is Ananda, can these three be different?
Yeah.
Can these three be different?
Yes.
So if I say, I am Venkat, my essential nature is Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Okay. And Sat is removed from me. Can I be Venkat? No.
No.
Okay. So then, if that is the case, Venkat equals Sat. Can I say that?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Now stay with the same logic. If Chit is removed, can I be Venkat? Same answer as before. No. Right? Venkat cannot exist without Chit. Okay. So Venkat equals Chit. Going by the same logic. If Ananda is removed, Venkat doesn't exist. So Venkat equals Ananda. So if Venkat equals Sat, Venkat equals Chit, Venkat equals Ananda, then what is the relation between Ananda and Chit and Sat? Ananda equals Chit equals Sat equals Venkat. Or Sat, Chit, Ananda and Venkat are one and the same. They are just three different viewpoints. Okay, they are three different vantage points or three different angles of looking at the same thing. Okay, so this is what it is. So now, so what we understood is multiple things. Okay, I mean, here what we are understanding is that first of all, these are essential nature. Sat and Chit and Anand are essential nature. They are not gunas. They are not adjectives. They are not properties, but the essential nature. The same essential nature of Atma is described in three different ways. One as Sat, one as Chit, one as Ananda. Okay. Now let us understand what is Sat or Chit or Ananda. So now the question was Sat Kim. What is Sat? What did it say? Kalatrayopi tishtatiti. Sat. Kalatraya. Kalatraya means across all three periods. Three periods. Kalatraya is three periods. Three periods is what? What are we talking about? Gold age, bronze age, silver age? No. Past, present,
And future.
okay, so these are the three periods of time. Kalatraya. Api. Api means even. Kalatraya api tishtati. Tishtati, the literal translation is sit. Okay, but tishtati means stays, remains. Remains as what? Without any changes. Okay, so the one that sits, that is changeless across three periods of time is Sat. Okay. Now, if I apply that, So what it is saying is that something that should exist in the past, present, and future, and it should not change. That is what is Sat. And it should without any change means what? It should not have any Shadvikaras. Remember, like when we are studying Sthula Sharira, Sthula Sharira is physical body. It had 6 types of changes, 6 types of modifications. Shadvikaras. We said Jayate, Asti, right? Vartate, Viparinamate, and Apakshiyate and Vinashyate. So those 6 are there. Okay, that is birth, growth, decay, existence, all of those, and death, right? So none of those changes can exist in this Sat. Okay, so there should be Nirvikara. Without any Vikara, it has to sit. Now, if I look at in this universe, okay, everything has got a birth and death. Everything changed over a period of time. Okay, what is in this universe that is not impacted by change? And we are saying Atma is untouched by the time. Is it possible? No. Okay, so now if I look at the universe, if there's nothing that is impacted, that is not impacted by change, is this statement possible? Then the answer is that yes, it is possible. How? Well, think about whenever. So here, this is called like adhyasa or adhisthana, adhyastha adhisthana sambandha. Okay, it's a little big word in Sanskritam, but this is how it works. Okay, in all 3 periods of time. Okay, now now imagine you're driving in desert and you see a mirage. So what is a mirage? Mirage is you see a appearance of water in the desert. Now, the question asked is this desert sand ever touched by the wetness of the mirage water, either in the past or in the present or in the future? The desert sand can never be touched by the wetness of the mirage water. Okay. Similarly, if you take rope and snake example, where there's a rope and somehow because of some kind of lack of light or whatever, we see a snake, we see the rope as a snake. Okay. Is rope ever touched by the snake? No. Either in the past or present or future, it is never touched by the snake. You know, these are like the examples that you are giving, Venkat, are, by the way, like these are not my examples, okay? These are the Shastra's examples, okay? But these examples that you are giving from these Shastras are not really applicable here, okay? Give me something more concrete example. Look at the ocean. Do you see waves? Yes. The waves are going up and down, up and down, and up and down. Now, this is a little bit more philosophical question. Okay, we have to think deeply, right? Does the water ever get touched by the ups and downs of the waves? Does the water ever get touched by the rise and fall of the waves? Can the wave touch the water? Waves are made up of water. Okay. From a water perspective, there is no wave. Wave is something that is superimposed on water. So, without water, there is no wave. Yet, waves can never touch water. Okay? So, it is not impacted in the past. It is not going to be impacted in the present. It is not going to be impacted in the future. So, what it is that there is a possibility where this Atma is untouched by the play of time, okay, which is Nityam, okay, which is eternal. So then this Sat is also considered as Nitya. Now, one of the other things is that, like, when we look at this definition, our mind thinks that this Atma, there is some Atma. Atma remains the same across in 3 periods of time. But here, when the Shastra is telling us Kalatrayopi Tishtati iti, it is not saying that there is an Atma that remains same. Rather, this Atma, the self, transcends time. That is, it is beyond time. Okay? This is all like abstract. Let's talk something more real. You can draw a 2D picture. Okay? When you draw a 2-dimensional picture, you can say like, okay, this is x-axis and y-axis. Now, when you take the 3rd dimension z-axis, z or z-axis, okay, the 3rd dimensions exist, right? Okay, so if this is my hand like this, okay, so let us say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, then this is z-axis, or z-axis. Okay, so in a 3-dimensional thing exists. So now, whatever you do in x and y axis, z axis is beyond x and y. It transcends x and y. Okay, so in the same way, Atma transcends the play of time. Now, what do you mean by that? In the morning, I am a little bit sleepy at early in the morning. I'm a little bit sleepy. After taking a shower and having a breakfast, I am very energetic. Afternoon, after lunch, I am a little bit drowsy. I really want to take a nap, if possible, a power nap. But somehow, I drink a cup of tea and power through. Evening, now once the laptop is shut down, now I'll get a little bit excited. Okay, so I can go do some socialization here and there, talk to people and all of that. So there's a little bit of an excitement state. By night, I'm tired and I must sleep. Now, in all of these situations, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I am excited, maybe I'm agitated, I am happy, I am sad. In all of this, what is a common thing? Like earlier we did Madhya is common, then Swaroopa is common. So in all of these situations, what is common is I am is common. Okay? So this I am was there in the morning, I am is there now, and I am is there in the evening. So now, what I put after I am will change, but I am will never change. Okay? Now I say when I was young, but when I was young, what I would say, I am. I am young and I don't know anything. Okay? When I say I am in the statement, I am young. Okay, so there are like multiple parts. I am young, don't know anything. Okay, so I am is my Swaroopa. Young belongs to the physical body, Sthula Sharira, and don't know anything is belongs to mind. When I say I am hungry, I am is me, and hunger belongs to Pranamaya Kosha. Okay, so this I am is not limited to this life alone. This I am is continuing through all my past lives. This word I am alone remains, okay, this phrase I am alone remains. In this, there is no change. Whether I am sick or healthy, okay, whether I am happy or unhappy, whether I am awake or asleep, this I am will remain same. Now, then wait a minute. If you say that I am, Venkat, I understand that you are thinking that, oh, you are, I am. From my perspective, though, Venkat, you are you. You are not I am. Because for me, it is I am. Okay, so that's what maybe Pawan says or Jay says, right? What happens is that, what is Pawan saying? I am Pawan. What is Venkat saying? I am Venkat. What is Chandaji saying? Okay. What is Chandaji saying?
I am Chanda.
I am Chanda. So even though, see, in all of this I am is there. Okay. For all of us, this I am is common, and this I am is, okay, the Chanda or Pavan or Venkat or Jay, these are all superimposed on top of this I am. Okay. But this I am is that Advaita, that there is no two, there is only one. Okay, this is the greatest truth that unifies all of us as I am. Okay, so now, okay, let's come back to reality. What happens after I die? From Advaita Vedanta perspective, I don't die. The physical body dies. Body is put on me. I am, this is indestructible, and it is beyond 3 periods of time. And now, in this, what happened is that, is this I am aware of itself? Is it self-aware? Okay. So this am is self-aware naturally. Not only naturally, without thought, without anything. Okay. If I ask you, do you exist? The answer is yes,
Yes.
I exist.
Yes, I exist.
I exist. How do you know? Is it because you have eyes and you are able to see, that is why you know that you exist? Or even without your eyes, without the need for your eyes, you know you are existing? You don't need your eyes to know that you exist. Do you need your mind to know that you exist? No. Do you need your thoughts to know that you exist? No. See, these external physical, these indriyas, mind, etc., they are trying to bring the external thing to my attention. To whose attention? Okay. So these are all the instruments of learning, instruments of perception, right? All these Pancha Jnanendriyas are instruments of perception. Manas is managing those instruments. Thoughts are, again, to help me understand. But who am I? That I is self-aware, and it is natural, It is thought, it doesn't need any thoughts, and it knows inherently that I am self-aware, that I exist. That amness is not possible without self-awareness. This amness is solidly, completely, undeniably aware of itself. And this amness doesn't need help of any other indriyas, any other instruments. Okay. So if there is darkness, okay, if there is a darkness, an utter darkness, I need a light to see somebody else. Okay. If I'm searching for something, okay, I need to take my phone and turn on the phone light and like look where is what is where, etc. But to find myself, I don't need any light. Okay. Why? Because I am aware of myself. I don't need any external instruments. So this is coming down to Chit Swaroopa. What is Chit? Chit is Jnana Swarupa, knowledge itself. So this knowledge, again, it is not knowledge of something else, but it is knowledge of itself. Actually, it is almost 10:30. I will pause here and we will cover the Chit aspect in our next session. Before we close, if any one of you have any questions, we can quickly address based on whatever you heard today.
No.
Everything is crystal clear?
So we presume only later on, after half an hour, when I say, okay, what was it? I find I don't know what I heard. That is what happens in all the sessions which deal with something like this.
Okay. Yeah.
You need to reflect on self later. Then we'll know.
Okay. So again, whenever you feel like, whenever you have a question, feel free to text me directly. Okay, we can address it in the next session. Or if it is something very specific that is pertaining to you alone, I'll answer directly, or otherwise we'll cover in the next session. The only reason I blocked the admins only can post into that group is simply because I don't want anyone to post any, like
Correct. You're
pop-ups,
right.
etc. So
Yeah, you're
right.
right.
But otherwise, yeah, please feel free to send me your text messages anytime with any questions that you have, whenever you think of. Okay, so it is half an hour later, 1 hour later, 1 day later. Okay, even if it is not related to what we covered in the last session, maybe 4 sessions prior, that is fine. Okay, we can cover.
Thank you, Venkaji.
Okay, so I will close. पूर्णमतः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Thanks everyone. Have a